Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been MIA a little bit. However, I've been watching the midterms and all of the elections and all of the races and, refreshing my page constantly like an obsessive crazy woman. But anyways, as you can see, I have Sienna Rose with me.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yes, you're welcome. And you know what? It's been a long time. I think the last time I had you on my channel was possibly when we were doing the remote view. Was that?
I think so. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
I think that's when my desk was set up in the other room. That's how long it was.
Yeah. And I remember watching you for the very first time. I don't really know where you were living, but you were working. You had just stopped working for like a daycare or something along that line.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and ex-boyfriend kind of a thing. I guess
it was. I had a whole bunch of changes all at once, probably around that. It was early 2020, probably.
I think it was before the elections. Yeah,
it was something like that. I had a funny feeling it was time to leave my job, and then COVID hit. And whatever, I could have stayed and got EI payments, but I wanted to go.
Right. I remember that. You're like, oh, finally.
It was time to go. Yeah. And then, just a bunch of life stuff changed, and I'm just doing what I'm doing.
So then you kind of and then I noticed that you kind of renamed your channel, right? Mm-hmm. For those long timers that have watched me for quite some time and switching over from what was it before? Just Sienna Rose, or
it was Sienna Rose Tarot. And then I started branching out to Reiki and stuff too. So I'm like, oh, I better change it to Sienna Rose Metaphysical, so I cover all the bases.
Very nice. Yes. And then what you do is I watch you every so often, and I love your conversations. I love, I think you did a couple of them on ethics, on tarot card reading. I loved that. Good job on that. I know that I learned my ethics by breaking all the rules. It's just how it happened.
Yeah, but that's usually, and the reason why I had some of those points is because I thought about stuff I did when I was first starting and didn't know.
Yeah.
And I go, oh my God, I wouldn't do that again.
Right, because we feel it, right? When we were doing the tarot cards and we acknowledge it, we find it's like, okay, that's not the way you would do that. Yeah. Well, I didn't have like a master teacher that's taught me all of the ethics of reading cards and stuff like that. So, yeah,
I thought they had their own little set of ethics, right? That video was just me explaining how I do it.
True.
But, yeah.
And it aligned. I think it aligned a lot with me. And I when you were saying them, I'm like, oh yeah. I learned that one the hard way. Yeah, I learned that one the hard way. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought that was brilliant on that. And if anybody wants to go and see that, that's a really, really good idea to learn a little bit about that. I would love to get a whole bunch of card readers together and talk about the different ethics and different things that they have learned about reading and stuff like that. I always thought that would be fascinating for everybody to learn or see, to connect with us and realize that we're just, whoops, what was that? just connect with us and just realize that we're just people.
It's true. And we're just kind of learning as we go too.
Yes, I'm always constantly learning. I agree with you. I could be doing this for 20, 30 years, and I'm still learning something. So, absolutely. Okay, so that is, I really want to get a catch up. I know we just caught up a little bit about your channel, but you do a lot of collaborations. Where can they find you? What do you do? And do you still do readings, and how do they get a hold of you for that?
Yeah, so because, I had also been MIA from YouTube for a while. I had a change in my personal schedule, but that's kind of settled down now. So I do collab. I did a lot of Friday night streams, like with Tarot's Apprentice and Red Lentil Healing and Shining Hawk Healing. I haven't collabed in a while, like really for like regularly in a while, but I am starting to get back into that. I still do, like, lately I've just been doing videos, stuff. The playlist is called Stuff for Psychics and Mediums. So that's things like, I recently put out a 2-part set on myths about the tarot and myths about tarot reading. And another one just yesterday, I put up a video on different ways to cleanse your deck and times where you definitely want to do that.
Mm.
But I do plan to get back into medium readings, and I think I might start up my weird question series again.
Yeah,
I took a little hiatus from it, but I think I'm ready to go back and do it again.
Okay.
And yeah, so I can be found on YouTube, Santa Rose Metaphysical. You can also find me on Instagram, same username, Santa Rose Metaphysical. I still do offer readings and Reiki healing. I can be contacted through my website, santarose.com. You could also just email santarosetarot@gmail.com. And that is how you can get a hold of me.
And do you just like do normal readings, or do you do other type of readings? Do you have a different, or just a regular reading?
Well, I do tarot. It depends on what you want read about. Like a lot of times people want to read on career and friendships, relationships, and their spiritual development. So I'll read on stuff like that. Some people just want a Reiki healing. And sometimes when I do a Reiki healing, sometimes psychic messages will just come in, so you kind of just get a reading anyways. Yeah, usually just a lot of people. Lately, it's been a lot of people wanting to understand more about their spiritual self and their purpose and how they can grow and develop spiritually.
Right. I have a lot of them as well. And I always tell them I'm an empath, so I will wick emotion out of you. If there's some healing that needs to be done, for some reason, my readings wick a lot of that out of you and kind of bring forth some acknowledgments of what needs to be healed. Yeah, so I understand that. Like whatever happens, happens. Spirit's in charge.
It's true. Yeah.
All right. I was just reading a little bit in the chat. Sharon Sipe is here, of course. Hi, Sharon Sipe.
Hi.
And Doe.
Always here.
Yeah. And if you please go and subscribe to Sienna Rose on her channel. She offers a lot up for our community. And let's see, who else is here? Butterfly Kisses Healing is here. Yep. And Melody, is it Lemond? Yeah. I'm not good with names and trying to say them out loud. I just pretty much butcher them half the time. But all right. Well, we have a little bit of a show here because I wanted to talk about the midterms. Now, I know that you kind of have popped yourself kind of out of a little bit of the political readings, and that was just a personal choice that
Yeah.
you, when you were, trying to move in a different direction, I completely understand that.
It was getting too much at the time.
I don't blame you. I at some point in time getting so frustrated going, oh, do I really want to do this? But I keep up with it, and I've learned for this reader, I've learned to separate myself with all that's going out there. For some reason, I have no idea why, but I can see things that are like going south. I can see horrible things, and my separation from it, I'm able to kind of hover and not get a hard hit with it. I don't know how else to kind of explain that.
Yeah, but like you're able to observe it, maybe?
Yeah, I'm able to observe it without engaging.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes it a little bit more sense. But we did talk about, so we have enough now that we have the Senate. Did you know that part? Did you know that we had enough? Now we have 50-50. So we had a couple of Senate races that were hanging out. I think one in Nevada, one in Arizona. We both got them, and we also have then a runoff in Georgia. Now we were hoping for the two in Nevada and then Arizona, so that we didn't have to rely on the runoff in Georgia. But so that's exactly what has happened now. So we have 50. We now have the Senate. And the runoff in Georgia with Warnock and Walker, that would bring us to 51, where we can pretty much, Manchin can just go, either he's with us or he's not. We don't have to worry about Manchin all the time. Mm-hmm. So we have that. So I would like to kind of read on the Warnock, the runoff, and see how that goes. Now, somebody suggested that maybe we need to read on who is going to be sworn in, because I had predicted Beto to win, but I have a feeling that there was so much cheating. I mean, they call his race quick. Same with DeSantis. And now Trump has posted up that there is possible cheating from the get-go that he got in. So the cheating always showed up in every single read when they were going to win. A cheating card, always, 5 of Swords, always was there.
Yeah.
So somebody suggested, which I think is brilliant, and I can't remember who it is. If you're in the chat, thank you, that we should read who is going to be sworn in. So let's read who's going to be sworn in as Senator of Georgia. All of that was a lot. That was wordy.
I appreciate the context, though.
There you go. Okay, and I know we're competing with Linda G right now. I didn't know that she was going to go live, so I understand we're competing with Linda G. She's live right now, but you guys, everybody else will watch it later. So,
oh yeah.
And we're using. Oh, I forgot to mention that we're using your brand new deck.
We are using the One World Tarot.
One World Tarot that I was gifted, actually. So that I really appreciate that. Thanks. That we kind of got a first glimpse of it before it was released to the public. I thought that was like, oh, I feel special. So that was awesome. And so if you guys want to know how to get their deck, you can go on Amazon.com, punch in the One World Tarot, and it'll come up on Amazon.com. Is there any other places that you guys have it listed?
There's Amazon US, Canada, UK, Barnes & Noble. In Canada, it's available through Chapters Indigo. And I think it is available through Macmillan Publishing.
Wow, you guys really did a great job. Great job. All right, so here we go with the question. Who is going to be, shall we pick one and then choose that? Or let's pick.
Yeah, is it between two people, or are we just?
Yes, between Warnock and Walker. So let's pick Walker first. Is he going to be sworn in?
You're talking about cheating cards. Look what I got.
Right off the bat?
7 of Swords, right off the bat.
See, they're trying.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go for it, hon. I haven't laid mine down.
Wow. I don't have like a particular spread down, but I have my first card, I have a challenge, and then I have just extra information, and I always read on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, first of all, 7 of Swords. I don't think he got to this position honestly. I don't. Again, I am so out of the loop with this stuff, but I just get like lying, cheating vibes. Challenge is he's gonna be so disappointed. I don't think he's gonna get it. There's this like he's gonna be disappointed, but more info. There are people in power that were trying to help him cheat. I have that with the Emperor and with the Hierophant, trying to help him cheat and trying to guarantee him this victory. But I also have 2 of Wands. Like he's gonna be looking for something else. He's gonna be looking for, well, what can I do next? Bottom of the deck, I have 10 of Swords. I don't think this is happening for him.
You know, that's awesome, to be honest. It's the first card, the first one laid up was the Death card.
Yeah.
So I got the first one up, but the story kind of unfolded a lot like yours, like the Magician. Like they're trying to throw some magic onto him getting in and doing this stuff and that. And then we have the world recognition, like the whole world is watching. Not only the United States, but the whole world has an eye on this thing. And then we have the page of Wands where they're trying to put him out front as fast as the much as they can. Get him out there talking, get him on TV, This has got to be the only thing that's going to work. However, the 4 of Pentacles, he's not gonna get the money. Do you see him hold? I love that how he's holding his money. They're not going to give him as much money as they did before. They're not going to invest in him.
I wonder if that's why he's disappointed. I like that we both got 4s there.
Yes. He's very disappointed. Well, I also got the 9 of Swords after that not giving any money. So he's really worried. He's really, really worried about that. And then here comes the election, the 2 of Swords, the decision to be made from the electors or from the things. But I also got Queen of Pentacles. Who's going to the choices to be made is the feminine. The choice to be made is to pick the woman, not Herschel. Like pick the woman's rights. To pick the, and the queens are going to show up again. And we also have Gen Z, the young people who from college and stuff like that really showed up to elect a lot of our Democrats in. So we got to really shout out for them, all of the ones that really, really worked hard.
And Gen Z doesn't play around. They don't mess around.
Well, you can't terrorize children as they grow up with guns and putting them in school and making them do exercises. If a gunman shows up, this is what you got to do. I mean, they terrorize them, and then that part, and then they terrorize them because of the gosh, I can't think right now. Why can I never do that? Oh, the pronouns, the LGBTQ community, the transgender. I mean, all of that community has such a love for the diversity, them being equals, that you can't terrorize a whole generation and then expect them to vote for you.
Exactly. You can't alienate an entire, community of people when everybody else is actually rather accepting of them and expect to still have them vote for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Totally agree on that. That's a good way of putting it. Alienated. They definitely alienated them. Their only base at this time was the crazy white nationalist, Christian people who really thought that they were the majority. Okay, so the next step, let's do, since we did Herschel, well, that was not so good, but let's do Walker. Let's do the opposite and just see what the cards come up with. Who is going to be sworn in as senator? Your cards keep on coming up upside down with me.
My first one came upside down too.
Go for it, hon.
So I guess from what I have, short answer is this guy has a better chance. I have 10 of Cups. It is in reverse. It's like he gets in, but they're not happy about it. Like I'm guessing, well, I'm not like guessing, because this used to, back in the day when I did do all these political readings, 10 of Cups was my GOP. They're not going to be happy that this person gets in, because they really wanted the other guy. Challenge is, though, this is who the people chose with the judgment. This is who was chosen. I have strength. Now again, I don't know anything about this person, but I have strength, and I have Queen of Cups, where they actually might not do a bad job, and they might have more empathy. They might actually have a little bit more empathy than expected. And I'm seeing like there's an appeal to maybe to women voters with this being the queen. But like more appeal to like more emotional, sensitive kind of people. Yeah, and like that's just what I have is like if he gets in, GOP won't be happy about it, but it's like too bad that's who was chosen.
Yeah, I actually have the strength in the Queen of Cups as well. So I have those two. I also got the 10 of Pentacles, which it tells me that they're going to donate to him. right? However, I also got the 5 of Pentacles underneath that. This is confusing the heck out of me. Why do I got the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles?
Those are like total opposite.
Total opposite. So that's a weird energy right off the bat is the reason why I got yin and yang. I don't know if the money is not going to be well spent, or I don't know about that. But I did get the Strength and the Hierophant. So, you know, the Hierophant here, especially in your guys' deck, is like preaching and talking and praying and all of that, and the strength of it. So if you are a believer of God, then in these cards are like literally saying God's in the details. God's helping, you know, in pushing this kind of thing through. Spirit, God, whatever, the universe is definitely doing that. And then I got the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords is like it's going to be not maybe a timeout, but this is going to be a rest. Like once he gets in, the rhetoric is going to calm down. There's not going to be so much suffering out there. They're going to breathe easy. It's kind of how I'm taking that. And then of course the Queen of Cups, like the women are going to show up. The Queen of Cups, the Democratic women. So, alrighty, that's good. Good. All right, who should we read on next? I was worried about that one. So we have Lauren Boebert. Oh, let me tell you about Lauren Boebert. Okay. I've read several times that little demon was going to not get in.
Yeah.
And this race, the first Fish was ahead for quite some time. And then as the ballots are coming, then that flipped where she's there. But they have like been from maybe 1,000 votes away to 64 votes.
Really?
Yeah, 64. So this has been the kind of the yin and yang about that. At one time, I thought it was maybe 1,300. Anyways, so Tyler, is it Brian Taylor? Brian Tyler? Oh, names.
I can't remember. I think I've only seen it printed and I haven't heard it said.
Well, this is what's happening in there. Fish was telling that there's like 5,000, maybe 6,000 mail-in ballots that are still going to be counted. They're also waiting for ballots that were from like overseas from the military. They also have maybe 1,000 that need to be corrected. So anybody out there that is living in Colorado and has a text message or a call that you need to go in and just fix something about your ballot. Now they're thinking that those 1,000 that need to go in and fix their ballot, there's a word for it, I can't remember it right now. They're thinking they're probably young voters because they're this inexperienced about sending in their ballot and not filling it out correctly. So they're hopeful with those 1,000 ballots because young people generally vote Democratic. And a lot of these other ballots are also from the Pueblo, a city down there. You know, Pueblo kind of scares me because it's like a half and half type of a situation in that big city. However, we still have a lot of hope that she may lose. So with that said, I really want to see how the cards and what the energy is following it all the way to the end, especially from somebody who has not been paying attention and lives in Canada. Please tell us Lauren's gonna go.
We'll find out.
I'm emotionally invested. She's the one I keep on refreshing and watching. So tell me. Tell us what's gonna happen. Tell us the truth. If she's gonna win, is she gonna lose? You know.
Every time I've cut the deck twice and I've had 7 of Swords come up. We're gonna shuffle it back in.
I'm telling you, they have been doing everything they can to cheat.
So what about this lady?
And then the timeline, he says, well, they may drop a few ballots after they have counted, like Friday or Saturday, on Monday and Tuesday, but the big final drop is going to probably be Thursday. We'll finally know if who won that race. Go for it.
Yeah, they are still waiting on I'm seeing this is like the ballots from overseas. Like I'm literally seeing like air travel here, like airmail almost. I'm sure they are able to do all of that digitally, but this is just what I'm being shown, so I think so I understand it. They are still waiting, but it's gonna come in really quickly. Now I put this was in the challenge position, Queen of Pentacles. She feels very sure of herself, like she feels like she's got this in the bag. However, more info. Five of Swords, and the thing I heard when I pulled this was shot herself in the foot. I don't know what, if it's something she's going to do or if something that is from her past gets dug up. Something really, really hurts her cause. And I'm seeing Page of Wands here. This feels like a different person that's like addressing the crowd gets in. I feel like this is somebody younger than her. Somebody younger than her, but yet, still green, but has the maturity and is actually sincere. So
maybe somebody new, yeah?
Maybe. Like, I just feel like this Page of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles are two completely different people, and this is Lauren. This is someone else.
I got the same thing.
Yeah. Because for whatever reason, something comes back to bite her in the ass.
That is very...
I don't know what it's going to be, but kind of sometimes funny when that happens.
Especially with that little demon. However, the first two cards, I have the 4. When I do my spreads, I put the 4 on top, and then the clarifiers is 4 underneath, so it clarifies each card that pulls. So the first pull was the Judgment, and then I got the Judgment where it was the Knight of Swords Judgment. And maybe it is a family member or a husband or something along that lines, or somebody in her thing. But I also got Judgment against, like, the Knight of Swords is that one person that goes out and charges. So maybe whoever's ahead of her campaign, maybe somebody along that lines. And then I got my favorite part was then I got the Ace of Cups, right? And I wanted a clarifier underneath that Ace of Cups. So I got the Ace of Cups, and I got the Page of Wands underneath the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups have always, like the Democrats, the Cups have always showed up for the Democrats because they're emotionally stable and, well, at least connected. And then I got the Hangman for the Queen of Pentacles. So that's interesting. The Hangman for the Queen of...
And we also we both got that Queen of Pentacles too.
Mm-hmm. That's probably, you said that represented her.
Yeah.
And yours. So I'm thinking that the Hangman right on top of Lauren Boebert. So I'm hoping. And the last one is the Page of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So that one is a little confusing because of the Page of Swords. But maybe it is the young person who is more intelligent. Maybe it is the young person who gets in there. I don't think he is younger than her, but I think maybe newer. Yeah. Because he hasn't been in there. And then the Six of Pentacles where he goes and he starts talking business. He's doing the deals, talking business. So, Oh, Lauren. Lauren. All right. I hope she goes. All right, let's do something fun. What would you like to do? No, it doesn't have to be political. Do you have anything that you would like to do?
Well, let's see if we can get just like a general message for the people that are affected by this election. Just general advice from Spirit or some kind of word of something.
Okay. So like for
the people of the U.S., I suppose.
Right. I remember. Do you remember the election with Biden where we all had to just kind of sit and wait? What we didn't know that he won for like a whole week.
Yeah,
and it was the same way. And we still on. Well, we remember this question too. We're still on for hopefully retaining the House. However, it feels the same way. It's like that first initial smackdown where we think we're losing this and we're losing that, and then it ended up that we're in the best position, when we thought we were. And that kind of feels the same way as well. It's like, let it percolate, people. Let it percolate.
Right.
Are you guys getting snow? Somebody says you guys are getting snow.
Yeah, we have snow.
Okay. All right. Let's see the overall message from Spirit to the people in the United States or whoever's listening. That was interesting.
Well, okay, first I have Six of Pentacles, and I was getting help each other with this one. Help each other, support each other. I also have actually Hierophant and Strength together, and what this was showing me was there will be someone who knows what they're doing. There will be someone who knows what they're doing. I know it's really confusing right now, and there's a lot of stuff that we still don't know yet. With the King of Cups, I heard peace will pave the way, which is funny that I got the word pave because there's literally only water in this card, but peace will pave the way. There will be someone who knows what they're doing in control.
Very, very nice. There's two cards that popped out right off the bat, like when I was shuffling and stuff like that. It kind of felt like they needed to be in the reading. One was the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. I'm like, right? The rest of the heartache. The heartache's going to go to dormant, sleep, relaxation for a little while. And then I also got the Six of Pentacles. I also got the Nine of Swords on that. So the Six of Pentacles, where we're going in and doing business again. And then we have, with this and the Nine of Swords is we've been broken. We were sucker punched pretty dang hard in the United States. Regardless of what we think of Trump, he sucker punched us pretty dang hard.
The citizens, the people were betrayed hard.
Yes, and we're wounded. And this says here that we're wounded. However, as you can see, he is walking forward with that wounding. So we're upright. We have a few wounds to lick, and then we're going to get up and we're going to walk forward. And I like that about that. And the wands are getting things done. Wands are always hard working, getting things done. We also have temperance in the Six of Swords, tempering and making sure that one party, this kind of makes me feel like the one party going away, like the temperance, like we're going to take this and we're going to place it over here and hopefully heal them. I don't know if they'll ever be back in my lifetime, but temperance is going to take all of those things that are happening and go heal it, because I have the Ace of Wands as well. The Ace of Wands is that one person that has like bundled up everything in her arms, if you might, and like, I'll be back. I'm going to go fix this. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are really, really good things come out of that. And the good messages is that steadfast, take a deep breath. I think all of this rhetoric is going to calm down. The one thing that we have come out of it is the Republicans got punished for all of what they have done.
Yeah, and for the longest time, people thought they were going to get away with it. But you know what I noticed over the last maybe 4 years? A whole bunch of readers kept saying, no, they're not going to get away with it. They're not going to get away with it. We thought it was going to be more immediate, but ended up being more long con.
It did. And we had really no idea how they were going to get punished either. Remember?
Yeah, we didn't know that.
And this was an eye-opener for me too. Is like the punishment is not always jail. It's not always getting arrested. It's not always getting handcuffs. And this was a pretty smackdown of their thinking that they were going to just rule the world. So thank goodness for that. All right. That was a great message to let everybody take a deep breath and things are going to calm down. So then the next one up, what was it? The next one up was the House of Representatives. And let's see if the Democrats are going to hold on to the House of Representatives. I'm going to do a full-on Celtic cross about this one. And I love these cards. I really love these cards. It's so easy to connect and read with them. You guys did such a great job. Oh, and I'm going to have you this time, and then when Lena Rodriguez gets done traveling and doing her stuff in December, I'm going to have her on too.
Okay.
Have her talk about them. I wish Beto won his race. Yeah, I hope they investigate that race. I hope they investigate DeSantis's race. Let's ask that. They're gonna after we do this. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that one next. Yeah. Well, okay, first I have the moon, where it's like we don't know yet. It's still, I think they want to, but then our challenge here is the devil, and this is the lying, the cheating from the other side. Because they're like, oh my God, they are like, next I have 8 of Swords, like they're trying to make it impossible for the Democrats to keep the House. They're trying to throw up all the red tape that they can. They're trying to do like anything, any kind of obstacle they can throw. They're going to try and do it because, well, they don't want the Democrats to keep the House, but the GOP, they're also afraid of losing any control that they have left. They're afraid, this is what they're afraid of losing. I do have, though, King of Wands. This is like same energy as, now it's not going to be the same. You know, when we were reading on Lauren and we had that maybe somebody else, maybe somebody a little bit greener, but still more mature would come in. There's someone with this very same kind of vibe. There is like a very charismatic person that is going to be, and I think this is a Democratic person, very charismatic. I'm not sure if they'll end up like becoming the speaker, but they are going to have a very important role in the House. And then we have the Temperance. It's like slowly things will be made right. Slowly this will be worked out. We're going to go from the Moon to Temperance. From, well, I don't know, because we have all these people, like we have the Republicans trying to cheat, and they're trying to, you know, throw a wrench in things. They're trying to do everything they can. It's almost like, it's like, I don't really want it, but I also want you not to have it. Like, it's very childish energy. But again, I have like peace and maturity sort of leading the way.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
It will slowly, there will be some kind of conclusion. It will get worked out, but right now it's kind of dark. Like, it's kind of messy.
It is. I don't have clear picture either. However, I think when you were talking about the new person, maybe Nancy Pelosi might step down after they get it, because she doesn't, like, her husband got attacked. You know, she may be just at the point of okay, it's enough is enough. So that may be the new person. If it feels like a Democrat, that may be just the new person taking the speaker. Which,
yeah, I'm getting like young person. I'm picking up like young man, but charismatic and not just for show. Like somebody who actually connects with people.
Adam Schiff, maybe? No.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, that's just my thinking, hoping. I mean, there's no psychic ability there. That was just me going, yeah, maybe him. All right, so here we have the first card up. And I kind of knew it when it had the laid down was the Ten of Swords, Swords, right? The Ten of Swords.
Mhm.
This is kind of how we're feeling. We've been punctured. We've been through it. And then I got the Queen of Swords after that. And the Queen of Swords, it's like the Queen of Swords and the intelligence is winning. The the one that cuts through the BS. She's the one that will take us from losing to winning. She's the Queen of Swords. And so I have the Knight of Pentacles underneath her. So the Knight of Pentacles is not having, the King of Pentacles, but the Knight is more like the helper, the worker, the one that's talking to all the people in the crowd and saying, "Look at the king." Oh, am I stuck? Can you
Yeah,
still
I think you froze. I hear you, but you're kind of
Okay.
froze.
As long as you can hear me. There we go.
Oh, now you're good.
He's in there and he's talking, to all the people and stuff like that. So we have that as a base. So there's somebody on the Democratic side that is working the field, working the floor, if you will. So that really sounds good. And then we have the Queen of Wands. There's somebody in there, the Queen of Wands, doing the hard work, making sure that there's somebody that's not cheating. It just feels like that. They have gotten investigated. They have so many lawyers and they have so many of them that they're in there watching each race. I'll watch this race if you watch that race, that type of thing. That's kind of how it feels. Coming into the whole question was Sun. The illumination of everything that had been going on is the reason why they're in the opportunity and the chance to hold on to the house. I got the Star. The Star is not always the best thing because it is the wishful thinking. Because the Star, it always talks to me like, just because you want them to hold control, maybe in God's plan is you don't hold control, and I have a better plan. That's always with the Star with me. It's like Marjorie Taylor Greene got in, but she's also going to be the one to keep on taking down the Republican Party. She's not going to shut up, and she's always going to be on Trump's side. Therefore, the reason why they lost so many things is because you were talking. So that's kind of how it feels. Like even whatever we want may not be the fallout of what Spirit has in mind for us. Yeah. So I also got the Six of Wands. They're out there due diligent. I'm here for the fight. They're in the fight. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups here. He's leisurely rolling down a stream. So I'm thinking easy, like something starts to ease up. Something starts to release. And then I got the Five of Pentacles. So this is always weird, like the outside influences and then spirit position. Right? That's loss. That's not good. This is this, that's that. But in the spirit condition is the same as with the Star. Like we have a better plan than us. Whether they lose, they gain, the plan is in the works. Because I got the Ten of Pentacles where the purse, the money, and stuff like that. So it's just all around. There's a better plan out there. What we want is not really in the works for Spirit and what they have planned for everybody. So I don't know if we're going to get it or not, and it is still up in the air. Anyways, I know I have long-winded readings.
That's okay, though. Sometimes I like knowing some of the details and stuff, too, because this is actually helping me to understand a little bit, too, what's happening. Yeah. Especially since I've been out of the loop for so long.
Oh, okay, cool. It says, breaking, Maricopa County is about to drop a vote dump of 90,000 votes around 8 p.m.
Ooh.
So Maricopa County, so that means we're going to possibly find out where Katie Dobbs, oh God.
Which state is that county?
Maricopa County is in Arizona.
Okay, yeah.
So we're going to find out which one is going to win, the Lake Crazy Lady or the other one, Katie Hobbs. Thank you, Jose. Thanks for the help. Katie Hobbs or But Katie Hobbs is still ahead. So they cheated and are just red crazy. Yeah, I think. Okay. So what was the other question I was going to ask? I said we were going to ask that later.
Oh, completely forget. Because we were thinking about it with the house question. I remember. Somebody in the chat knows what it was and remembers.
Yeah, somebody help us out. Help us.
Someone in the chat was paying attention.
I forgot. I know I was going to. It was a good question too. I was like, oh, we'll do that after this.
Yeah, it was a good question too.
We'll move on until we remember it.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
Okay. So my feeling on this was my whole like a remote view, like feeling on when Trump said that he before the midterms, and he announced at one of his rallies that he was going to have a big announcement on Tuesday. The moment he said that before the midterms, I felt that he's not going to announce he's going to run for president because he was hoping for the big wave and everybody getting back in. He was going to announce that he was going to be back in to the presidency before. Because if the red wave really happened and in the Senate and in that, they would have impeached Biden, taken him out for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, they would try to get rid of him.
Yep. And then they were going to install Trump back into the presidency. That has been my feeling. That I know it's a cringy thought too.
It's
even
kind
sometimes thoughts come into my mind, I go, I don't know about that one. You know what I mean?
It's just kind of it's a worrying thought. Hence the face I made, because I'm like that, and it just seems weird.
Correct. So I want to see if he is actually, because now that everything that has happened, all of the Republicans are telling him just to put it on pause, not to make that announcement. I want to see if we can see if he's going to actually do that because he's so egotistical.
You know, it's kind of funny, and this might be related to a certain thing. A few days ago, I was very graciously invited to join Sebastian on Black and Orange.
Oh,
and we had gotten something about him announcing that he was going to announce something. Like, not even the big announcement. He is getting everyone hyped up because I'm going to announce something. And then the announcement is I'm going to announce something. Like, stay tuned.
Oh. So it was a little bit of a wonky.
It's right. That's also why I thought that was so weird.
All right. So let's see if he's going to make that announcement. Well, let's do specific. Is he going to announce that he's going to run for presidency?
That he's going to run, or that he's going to just be reinstalled, or whatever that word.
Well, whatever he can't be reinstalled anymore.
It's too late, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, even if we lose the House, they only have like 2. They don't have governing power. They do not have enough to govern. So all they can do is try to eke out an existence for the next 2 years. That's all they can do. But if the big wave was actually legit and that really happened, he would have been able to say, I'm going to be back into the White House before January. Oh, go for
sorry,
it.
I go laugh. He's going to be disappointed. Like, oh, I really wanted to do this because he spoke too soon. Knight of Swords. I get this feeling he spoke too soon. There's this jump in the gun kind of energy, and that's why they're telling him, no, don't say anything yet. Don't. There's stuff that he does not know that the other Republicans do know, but they don't want him to know. I think because they don't want him to blab and shoot everybody in the foot. Wow. I have Justice card.
Oh.
And what I feel like this one's telling me is like, I don't know if there's like something legally stopping him. I don't know if he can. There's a system in place that will prevent this from happening. But I'm not I don't know much about the whole American political system, so I don't know what that is.
So you said that is stalking him. That's an interesting way of putting something.
Well, yeah, like that's just like stopping him from doing this.
Oh,
Like
stopping,
not stalking.
stalking. Okay,
Stopping. Like there's something in place, and I keep hearing the word checks and balance. I don't know what that refers to, but it's like there's some kind of, they don't want him to because there's something that's going to be found out that could get them in really big trouble. That's really what I'm feeling. So King of Swords, they're trying to, and actually I have Queen of Swords on the bottom, they're trying to be smart about this, which is kind of hard to do when you have a person like him, you know.
They should have picked somebody better for that.
Exactly. Like that was their choice, right?
Wow. You know, that's very, very, oh, hi, Jackie. Jackie's on now. My Jackie. She'll help me out.
Oh, lovely.
So I literally, as you were talking and all of that and going through, when you said that he spoke too soon, I literally got the same. We're getting the same cards, honey.
I know. Isn't that weird? I love it.
I got the same cards. Spoke too soon.
Yeah.
So it shifted my mind because at first I thought the Knight of Swords, he was going to go do it anyway.
Which he might.
Going to go do it anyway. I'm just going to charge off and I'm going to be in the thing. But speaking too soon sounds a little bit more on the nose. I think he did misspoke. I bet you he wasn't supposed to say anything. Because now they're worried about what he said. How are we going to fix this? What is it going to be? What are we going to do? They're trying to snatch that away from him. Don't do anything. Shut up. Leave us alone. You've already ruined enough. And now they're trying to get him to, no, walk away. If you do this, you're going to destroy us. We're never, they've already showed you how they're going to vote you out. You know, they have all of those things going, but they're burdened. They are burdened.
Yeah.
You know
and
why?
I don't think he cares about them. He only cares about him and what he wants.
No, he doesn't.
And he is so disappointed. It's going to be funny.
He is going to burn them to the ground. We had a thing where Lindsey Graham was on some sort of channel and he was like touting for Herschel Walker. They're tearing him down. They have to ruin him. They're ruining anybody's chances of ever wanting to be a Democrat or a Republican in this country. And he's almost crying. Like he has tears in his eyes almost. And I thought to myself, oh, Lindsay, are you worried about all of the stories that Trump is going to tell about you too? Because he already threw out a few things for little Ron DeSantis.
Yeah.
So I want to know that's a good question. Also, did we have another one before we were going to do that one?
Well, I'm going to see if somebody in the chat has remembered what the other question was.
Good idea.
Let's see. Not seeing anything yet.
I believe we will win the House, and with the Senate, things are going. I know I can't remember either. Teach me to just write something down. Thank you, Indigo. My blouse is pretty. Thank you.
That is nice.
There is a chain of command of succession to the presidency. Yes, there is. Okay, that must be another conversation. Just got the notice. Oh, Liz. Investigation on Abbott and DeSantis results. We're going to definitely do that. Okay. So the one question that I was going to ask with Trump is, how much does he know about the other Republicans?
Because from what I got with that high priestess, I don't think it's very much.
And I mean, how much damage can he really do? I mean, I'm here for it, but It's not my decision to force him to destroy everybody in his vicinity, but if he's going to do it, I'm going to watch.
Mhm.
I can't believe JD Vance got in too. Oh,
I think he only knows a little bit. I think the word I'm getting is drip feeding, and I'm seeing, you know, like in a hamster cage, of the bottle with the little spout, drip, drip, drip. There's like this drip feeding information. He's more concerned now. For some reason, with King of Cups, I kind of pick up Biden vibes. He's more concerned with what the Bidens are doing, and trying to find dirt on them and trying to, you know, get rid of them. That's, I think, who he's more concerned about. He knows as much as the public knows when it comes to the other Republicans. He knows as much as most people know. You know what's really weird with this one? Like, I'm getting something like paying for secrets. Like, if he wants to know more, it's like, well, you're gonna have to contribute more. You're gonna have to pay up, or you're gonna have to. There's something like paying for secrets.
maybe they have to pay him to not say a secret.
I wonder, but I'm getting like they don't want him to know. So they're fine with him knowing as much as the public knows, but you're probably right where they have to pay him to keep his mouth shut, and who knows how well that's going to work.
Wow. Well, I've got the Knight of Cups too. Like he prefers to take down the Democrats than he prefers to do the Republicans, because I got the Five of Swords with that. Like he's gonna you know. Mm-hmm. But I also got the Devil. He is not to be trusted.
No.
He is not to be trusted whatsoever. And they are worried.
He's only out for his own interests.
Yes.
So if it comes to it, he will push the other ones under the bus if he thinks he has to.
Yes. And I think he doesn't know individual stuff, but he has something on people about money. I think that's the one thing, and that's the reason why I think maybe you said that the public already knows. The public already knows that there's been some money, nefarious, dark money, this, that, and the other. He may be able to enlighten people about the money that's been going on around there. And then the Ten of Swords, the burden. The burden. This is like an old lady carrying a whole bunch of sticks. It's like it's unfair for this old lady to be here and carrying so many sticks in the picture. So it kind of gets me to thinking that he's weary. It's almost like what they have on him is killing him more than what he has on other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the feeling of it, like, because she's old. She shouldn't be holding on to that burden.
No.
So I think they have more on him, which was a twist of fate there, because I really thought that he can like tear it all down. But they have more on him. Huh. Interesting. All right. What do we have next? Would you have any things? Would Beto replace Ted Cruz? I don't know if Beto is going to get back into the game again. He did all he could. I think he's exhausted. That's my feeling on that. Let's see. Keeping on. It must do the dogs. My doggies are always in my videos, apparently. All right. Do you have anything else? Thank you, dear, for reminding.
Well, I am looking through the chat to see if anybody has some questions there.
Okay.
Ooh. So Darren in the chat is saying that Lilac Lantern used her pendulum and got that like 18 people would be leaving Congress.
Oh, that was the question. Are they going to press charges against?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yes.
Sure. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Yeah. Are they going to hold them accountable? Are they going to start? Yep.
Yeah, it was for the cheating, holding them accountable for cheating. Yeah, I want to know that too.
Well,
that's what it was.
Holding them accountable for cheating, but we can then go further. Are they going to? Is Merrick Garland going to start pressing charges against the House members who were involved in the January 6th?
Okay, so first we'll look at, will anyone be held accountable for the cheating?
Cheating, yep.
Yeah, and then we'll totally go from there. That sounds good.
Yep. Thank you for everybody that's here. I know that Linda G is on and that you're here. I appreciate it. I'm just letting you know. I just appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Will they hold the Republicans accountable for cheating? Somebody. Am I frozen?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe it's, oh, there it is. Okay. Maybe it was just on my iPad. All right. If you got something, go for it.
Yeah, I don't really know how to like interpret what I got here, but okay. I got the Fool. Actually, I got 8 of Wands and the Fool. So I got right away a very swift, like, turn, like, that was stupid. That was the first thing I heard, was somebody being lectured and being told, that was stupid. That was dumb. That was dumb. And there's like this mature, older lady who is doing the scolding with this Queen of Wands. That was dumb. This will not happen again with this Death card. They're being told. These cards are showing me what these people are being told. So I don't know if that's, I guess that's kind of like slap on the wrist territory, just being, told off, but it's by somebody that they respect and being told, you are not doing this again. Like, this could have killed your chances. But then the ones that are told off, they're going to go run to each other and validate each other. I don't have anything like legal repercussions or anything, at least not yet. I guess we're not really asking about that yet.
Well, interesting enough, the reason why I was laughing so hard is because I'll just lay it. Hangman, 4 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the Tower. Okay, so that's all in a row. So this kind of tells me, if I'm reading it from left to right, like I'm reading a book, what's going to happen is the Hangman, they found something. They're trying to hide it, but somebody gives them the information. Charity. Somebody hands over information that was extremely damning about the cheating that they have done. Now, the clarifiers underneath that was the Hangman and the 7 of Pentacles. That 7 of Pentacles, right? Doing the work, trying to investigate. So they are aware. It's on the radar. We're not crazy thinking that everybody else thinks that they cheated. They also think that they cheated. And then they have the Magician. The Magician under the 5 of Swords, meaning that they see it. They're going to use their little tricks to find it out. That's the investigation. The FBI going behind the scenes. Nobody knows it. 4 of Swords and the 6 of Cups are the clarifiers. Like somebody hands them over something. Someone says, I'll show you the Tower, and then walking away. So it feels like maybe whoever they catch in long term, this could be like 2 years from now, let it percolate a little, that at some point in time, they're going to lose their position. Because that's kind of how it feels, is that Tower and that person having to walk away. I'm wondering who it is. I don't know if it might be DeSantis, because I feel like Trump really, that may have been the charity on the top. Like, he literally said that he sent the FBI in to get him elected the first time. So that whole story could be literally what I'm picking up as to the person who has to walk away, like DeSantis. I have never seen DeSantis as either running for president and or president. I have never seen that man get any farther than he is as a king in Florida. So, all right, what was the other question that we had? We wanted to know if the Congress, men and women who were involved in the January 6th, if Merrick Garland is going to start providing some charges against them. Now that he knows that the country is behind him.
Flipped itself backwards, so I am going to pull it out. Ooh. I got to pull some more before I say anything, though.
I'll go ahead and go first, and you go for it. So, I always, only because you poor girl, I always make you go first. So I'm going to go first. So I'll give you a little break. I get the benefit of your reading when I go second. Okay, so the first one up is the Ten of Swords. They are worried. They are literally worried. An investigation is happening. Yeah,
I got that Nine of Swords on the bottom. They are scared.
Scared.
Well, then they couldn't have done it.
I agree. Well, they never, ever, ever thought past that they were going to not succeed.
That's true.
It's like that. It's like the alcoholic that takes the first drink. They never follow all the way through to the end while they're in jail and they've lost their husband or wife, right? They don't follow through all the way to the end.
That's true. They don't think about how they're gonna lose their license. You never know.
Yeah. They're just in it for the high, for the addiction, right? It kind of feels that. It kind of feels a lot like that. And then I got, of course, the world. Now, the world makes a little, I don't think this is like the world. I think their world is going to change because I, again, have, where did the card go? Oh, the Five of Swords. I, again, have the Five of Swords for them. Now, the Five of Swords comes up so much with them, but they're going to lose something. They're going to lose either their reputation, their freedom, their money. There's something. There's something is going to be ripped from them. Mm-hmm. And so I do think that too. So what'd you get?
Well, like I said, first on the bottom of the deck, I had that they are so scared. Some of them, I have Five of Pentacles. Some of them will lose everything. They didn't think that this was going to happen. Some of them, they will be stripped of. I'm like, I was hearing stripped of job title, but I'm also like stripped of your role, stripped of your responsibility. Some of them may actually lose like spouses or family over this. People cutting them out, saying like, no, I can't be, like they didn't agree. So it's like, I can't believe you did this. I can't support you. There's a couple of them that know they're in trouble. They're trying to sort of make an alliance with each other. Well, I won't tell on you if you won't tell on me. I'll protect you if you protect me. The consequences, I have this Empress, the consequences are still brewing. Some, I don't know if all of them will get the consequences that they deserve because I have Nine of Cups. I think a couple of them might get away, more or less. They'll feel like they got off scot-free, maybe just because they didn't get a jail sentence. But there are some that will lose everything.
Gosh, I love it.
I also have like Queen of Cups. It's like the decision, it's going to be made by somebody mature and fair. So I'm not sure who this is going to be. But it's somebody, it could be a judge or someone maybe who's like overseeing this. And I think the only reason why some of them get off, I don't want to say scot-free because there are always consequences, whether they're physical or karmic or spiritual or whatever. It could just be that some people are so tight-lipped that it's hard to get enough proof where there's evidence, but there's no like nobody's testifying against certain person because they've decided to help each other. But some of them will absolutely be punished. I don't know when, though.
Yeah, that's probably a 2-year. I mean, look how long it's taken to get this far with Trump.
This happened 2 years ago now.
Yeah. So I'm feeling maybe 2 years from now, maybe, within these 2 years, they're going to really beef up I don't think they have to go after more evidence. They may be some more out there, but they really got a lot through the January 6th. And once that's complete, I think that's going to really push the DOJ to start leveling up with the people. I really do.
And you know what? Those people, their plans and their message boards and all that, that's all online. That can all be retraced. That can all be found. Even deleted stuff, you can still there are ways to go in and retrieve it.
Yeah. Yeah, they did that with all of the Secret Service text messages. They did find them. So I was really excited about that too. Hi, Gigi.
Yeah.
Hi, honey.
Yeah, emails, discussion boards. It can all be found.
Yeah, we have that. All right, so one last one.
Yeah, sure.
Because we're over an hour. I'm not usually a more than an hour kind of gal.
That's okay.
So the last one I think is what we need to read on is with Trump. But I'm trying to figure out which question we really want to know. I mean, we all know that he's freaking out. Truth Social proves that. I'm not on there, but somebody is. And so I get to catch me up on that. He is still touting, of course, fraud. I mean, he's just unbelievable. But I guess what I really want to know is, does Merrick Garland feel like he has a green light to go and start making him accountable for everything? So let's kind of get into what the Merrick Garland, the FBI and all of that. What are their plans for now, Trump? So I really don't want to read on Trump because we all know what he's thinking. He's crazy, but I want to read on what the FBI is thinking. And I do have one more question before we go, so don't let me forget.
Okay. Well, 10 of Cups, and this is very weird because this is usually such a happy, peachy card, but I heard burn the whole house down with this one. Burn the whole house down. Challenge is his smugness. Burn it down. 6 of Wands, I think they do have, but the thing is, okay, Knight of Pentacles, they are waiting. They're doing it slowly. They're biding their time, but they have enough to actually, make him suffer, oh my God, real consequences for the last several years. And all of the BS that he's tried to pull and all of, the ways in which he's betrayed and damaged the American people. I think they're just trying to get a little bit more support. I think they're trying to get more information. The feeling I have here is like, okay, we need enough matching stories or enough matching evidence and enough matching proof to go ahead and do this. I think there's maybe some, I don't know if witnesses is the right word, but they're waiting for a few people to speak up and actually testify and say, yeah, this is what I know. They're waiting for enough people to come up with the same information. They're waiting for, it's a 3 of Cups, but they're waiting for enough different people who don't normally relate with each other. So it's not like they're telling each other what to say. They're waiting for several separate people to come and provide the same information. At the bottom of the deck, I have this death card. I think they have enough. And I love that I was hearing burn the whole house down.
Burn the whole party down. Take them down.
Burn the house down. Yeah.
It's time to go in for the kill shot. I mean, that's entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, I ironically got 3 heavy. I got 3 heavy hitters. I got the King of Pentacles. They have the money to do it. I have the King of Swords. They have the intelligence, the information, the wit, the wherewithal to do it. They also have the emotional charge. I got the Queen of Cups. I have 3 heavy hitters here on charges. Kings, queens, they know what they're doing. They're very, very much in charge of that. And then I got the King of Cups. So, I mean, I've got 4 heavy hitters here. It tells me something. They're going to be in some serious trouble, and they have a lot of power over him.
Yeah.
And then my favorite part here, well, not yet my favorite part, but I have the 6 of Pentacles again. With the 6 of Pentacles, this scene always looks to me like he's there negotiating. He has like a thing. He's talking, negotiating, talking what we need to do, bringing the evidence, things like that. And then we have the 10 of Swords, like one last sword in.
They're waiting for like a key piece of information.
I believe,
It's like they're waiting to confirm something that they already know. They're waiting for that validation. I don't know what it is, though.
I agree with you. I think that, well, maybe the completion of the January 6th, maybe the completion of they opened up another investigation where people are going and testifying against the grand jury. So that maybe has to also wrap up, and they have a few more people that need to do that. So that would make a lot of sense. And then I have Trumpety Trump trying to defend himself. He has it all coming towards him. But unfortunately, this is his ending.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Burn the house down, tower. I think we got the same message.
Yeah. Burn the
I do
down.
Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Bye. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye,
when that
Felicia.
happens, I'm going to be so excited. All right. So I had one more before we go. This is a little gossipy thing. I want to know if they're going to charge Marjorie Taylor Greene for her position. Like, are they how much do they really have on her? Are they going to go after her? Because I can't believe she got reelected. I mean, that was just like a no-brainer, but she got reelected like with a whole bunch of points. I don't know the exact, but it was awful. It was gut-wrenching to watch that.
No, you're saying if she was going to be like convicted, or what was it?
Same thing that we did with Trump. Is what is the FBI doing? Going, with Marjorie?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Somebody says that my pendulum says yes. I love it when people read with us.
Yeah. Ooh, well, they're keeping a very close eye on her. King of Cups this time around. King of Cups is kind of showing me whoever is the director of the FBI. They are keeping. It's like the big boss. Like, they are keeping an eye on her. They think that with her immaturity, I get that with the Page of Swords, and just how she kind of blabs and says stuff that kind of, she kind of tends to stick her foot in her mouth, is the vibe I get from this lady.
Yeah.
They're waiting for her to incriminate herself. They are thinking they may not even have to step in. They're waiting for her to do something so dumb that somebody else can take care of it before they have to. I think, though, they will if they really have to. I'm getting like they're kind of gathering information on her, and they're trying to build a case, but they're more or less relying on her to screw herself over and to really, this is her being disappointed with, well, like, why did this it's like that surprised Pikachu face meme.
What?
They're waiting for her to shoot herself in the foot, because they're like, we might not even have to do anything. She might just, she might kind of walk herself into it.
Yeah, I actually got a little bit of the choices that they have to make. Like they have so many of them to go for. She may be in the middle of the people who they're going to go for and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I think you're absolutely right. I have the 6 of Swords. She's going to take herself out. She's going to she's going to have something that she's going to have to move on.
Mm-hmm.
On that, I also got the Empress and the Lovers. Now, the Empress kind of made me think that there is one person or somebody's an Empress of some sort that is going to connect with somebody who is going to get that information, and they're going to be able to enjoy watching her squirm. That's kind of the feeling. Like it may be AOC here, and somebody who AOC here, and then somebody is going to give her some information because they love AOC, kind of a thing, because of what she did to AOC. And then I got the King of Cups and the Four of Cups, which makes me think again that she's not really a top priority at this point in time. They have bigger fish that they're going to go through.
Yeah, that's what I got too. Like she's not like top. They're watching her, but it's not like she's the hot potato that they're,
Yeah, they have a list, and she's like,
they got priorities, and she's not the first one.
Not the first one. But what I do see is another tower for her. So in one way or another, she's not going to survive these 2 years. I just don't feel it. Not that she's maybe out within the 2 years, but she's not going to enjoy her time now. She can't spew off all of that stuff. Maybe she gets restricted. Maybe whoever is the leader tells her to stop. That's enough. You're killing us. Whatever you're talking, the Republican Party is not taking it anymore. So maybe she gets shut down. Maybe that's what that is. That's what that is. Like she doesn't want to be there anymore if she can't talk.
That makes sense.
Like she can't be herself. Why would I want to be here? That's what you were saying too. It's like something stifles her.
Yeah.
I think we're onto something. I think they shut her down, and she doesn't like to be told what to do.
Mm-hmm. Like, well, screw you guys. I'm gonna go home and play with my own toys then.
She's gonna go start her own party.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh yeah, I think she's not going to enjoy this at all. So
no.
Good news. Good news. All right, thank you, Sienna. This has been wonderful. You're such a fabulous reader.
Well,
I was watching you prior to me making my own channel. I was there. I was there. I don't know if you remember when I was in there. I don't know if you remember. I used to be the Gemini Factor. I don't know if you remember.
Okay, that's so long ago. That's way back then. Yeah,
so long ago. But I appreciate that. And so anybody that needs to go and subscribe to Sienna, please go do that. If you enjoyed what you saw today, there's more of that coming from my channel. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. I appreciate all of the moderators. They work so dang hard to make sure that the chat is pleasant and wonderful and flows, and they answer so many questions. Thank you, Edwin, for the chat. I appreciate that. And yeah, are there any last words from you? We got anything else to say?
Well, thanks for having me on the channel, because it's been a long time. I think, was it you and me, and it might have been Whimsy?
Yeah, I think
that was a very long time ago. But no, I'm really glad that you got your cards and that you are enjoying them and that they're working for you. That's awesome. And yeah, just thanks for having me. I'd be happy to come back anytime.
Oh, thank you. I would love to have you back anytime. Maybe when Lena is available, I'll have you all three back. All of us.
That might be nice too. Yeah, because she's been so busy.
She is. She's a busy little beaver, and God help her, because she loves to travel and and all that exciting stuff. So, and I know that she was having brother problems or something. Her brother was kind of ill.
I don't remember. Somebody that she knew was going through stuff. So.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to get into her business. I only say things.
That's all I can remember, is that someone she knew was going through something and she was busy. So, but it's okay. It'll work out okay. It'll be all right.
Exactly. And thank you, Jackie. I know Sorry, I usually, Jackie, my poor Jackie, I love her so much. I usually text her and let her know that I'm going live, and I forgot to do that. So, oops. Sorry.
That's okay.
Well, Jackie's my girl who texts me like if I say something wrong or I can't remember because that's how I go. She helps me out with that. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, and I hope you enjoy your Sunday evening. The next I will be on will be with Shining Hawk.
Ooh,
I'm going to be
that'll
on
be a
her
good time.
channel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her and I are going to do a collaboration, and we're going to do some spiritual conversations. So I'm excited.
Oh, good.
She's so sweet. I love her. I absolutely love her.
And she's so good with the spiritual topics and stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That'll be a good time. I'll be sure to watch that one.
Yes, yes. So we were trying to do it before Thanksgiving. I think we're going to have to wait until after Thanksgiving because I'm heading off to Mississippi to go visit my brother and his twins. He's a single dad, so I'm going to go and cook the meal, and I'm bringing the grandchildren with, so they all have play. So, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Oh, good.
I don't like Mississippi, but I do like my nieces and nephews.
You like some of the people in it. So,
yeah, like 3.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.